Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are live from the stable in the barn today. I'm going to turn around for a second and see if it works any better this way. I may just switch sides. I don't know which way you guys can see me better. But I think temporarily I'm going to switch sides so that the sun is not in my eyes. And then we will get started. I'm going to turn comments on. We have a nice, beautiful, warm, sunny day here, finally at the barn. Well, it's not warm, I guess. I've got like 3 coats on, but it's nice and lovely. And while I wait for everybody to log in today, I'm going to go ahead and take these first 5 minutes, as always, to say hello to you and to give you the little spirit lessons and messages from spirit wisdom before we get started on readings. I've got comments on here, but I'm not going to look at comments right away because everybody pops on and asks for readings immediately. And again, one of the things that spirit is urging me to do with you guys is to allow you to get into the right frame of mind and energy for receiving. That means receiving guidance from spirit. That means receiving answers and messages and the acknowledgement that your loved ones and spirit team is present. Welcome for those of you who've never seen me before. My name is Larkin, and I am coming live to you from the United States. And this is Lessons in Learning and Readings with Larkin. So one of the things that Spirit asks me to do is give you guys some spirit wisdom along with just readings and answers, okay? And one of those for you guys today is to really get present with yourself. Really get here, leave everything at the door. Leave all your worries and all your burdens and anticipation at the door, and allow yourself to settle in to the true essence of who and what you are, so that spirit can come through for you more clearly, so that you're giving off a vibration of receiving instead of a vibration of need, okay? Which is more of a desperate vibration, right? It's a lower frequency. And the other thing is I want to remind you all that spirit will come through with what you need, not necessarily with what you want, and to be open to that. Okay. If you have already received acknowledgement that your loved ones are there, they may come through with something else, or they might come through with another way of acknowledgement. Okay. I want to invite you all to, no holds barred here. So if you have questions about or want readings or mediumship about animals, we can do that. If it's about fairies and elves and other dimensions, you can ask about that. If you want guidance from your spirit guides or your angels, or to connect with loved ones, we can do that. Anything metaphysical or even paranormal, if you have questions or issues with that, okay? One more thing before we get started, I want to remind you guys, I am very thorough and I will try to be efficient as I can. My priority is to connect to as many of you to spirit and consciousness as possible. So unlike a small group reading or a private reading, the online readings aren't as thorough. And so I'm going to try to be as efficient as I can so that I can go wherever spirit guides me, and hopefully bring as many people comfort, guidance, joy, relief, and validation as possible today. Okay, so please know if you don't get a reading, it's okay. There are so many amazing readers in this group, and spirit will guide me to those who need me the most today. All right, you might find me moving around just a little bit, just because I'm trying to find the right place for the sun in my eyes. Okay, let's see. Let's say hi to a few people, and then we'll get started. Allison, welcome. Jocelyn. Let's see. Veronica, of course. Sarah Batchelor, hello. Lindsay, Lynn. Guys, I just want to quick let you know that Veronica has posted in the group directions so that I can see who you are and I can see your name. So please follow that. If you subscribe to the YouTube channel, then I will be able to see your comments. That's the first thing. So you definitely want to do that anyway. And the other thing is, if you are logging in through Facebook, Veronica has posted the Facebook link, so you can just log in there for free, and then I can see who you are. If you have trouble with that, hi Susan and Helen and Nancy and Regan and Crystal. Ooh, I did that all in one breath. If you have trouble subscribing to the YouTube channel or logging into StreamYard to Facebook, please at least put your name down so that I know who to refer to if Spirit guides me to you. Okay, that would be great. Hi, Lisa and Belinda. Welcome. Hi, Jan. So nice to see you. Wonderful. So, let's see here, guys. If we don't get to connect further today, don't forget you can always my Facebook page is posted in the link. You can always find me that way. But I'll do my best to reach as many of you as I can. Okay. So let's see today. Hold on here. Gonna scroll up here. Sorry about the ums, guys. As soon as I start doing readings, that's what I do. Hi, Pamela. Welcome. Hi, Marie. Hi, Crystal. Let's see. And Roz, good evening. Hi. Okay. Regan, yeah, an animal reading. Who is it you're wanting to connect with, Regan? So, guys, on here, since we only have an hour, I may ask you to help me speed up what spirit will unfold for me. I might ask you questions such as the name of someone or an animal. Okay. Facebook user, the best way to get a if you cannot log in through StreamYard or you're unable to for some reason join the YouTube channel, subscribe, you need to at least put your name in for me. Okay. That's awesome. All right. So let's see here. Sorry guys. I'm just seeing who there's hi Anne Swantek. Welcome. Yeah, I know you've been wanting a reading here. So let's see, this helps. You gave me your dad's name, Michael. So let's start with you today, Anne, here. Let's see. So you have a couple of energies coming in. You have a what looks like a grandmotherly figure and a younger, not a young woman, but a younger woman, as well, Anne. And then interesting. I see it looks like your dad's a father type energy over on the right, but I'm not going to assume. Let's see if, hi, Ian. Let's see if this is him or not. And there's a gentleman, in spirit here who's actually a larger man. He looks like he's more of a heavyset man, and he's got dark hair. It looks like brown hair, and he has just got like the biggest smile on his face. Hi, Marie. I'll try to get you back to you and your son. Okay. So let me know, Anne. Is this who you relate to as your father? This guy is like, he just has the biggest smile on his face, and he is just so joyful. It's like he's got his arms out, like he wants to give you a big bear hug. But I'm not just going to match spirit up to anyone. I want to make sure, since I have a lot of spirits that sort of flood in here. He has blonde hair. Okay. So who was Anne, the larger gentleman with brown hair? Because this hair looks like a light to medium brown to me. Hi, Kelly. And he's got really, like, he's just putting his arms out. It sounds like your dad, Andrea. Okay, well, hold on. Let's match this up because I want to make sure we do Anne's Michael dad first. But I want, if they're piggybacking and jumping in, let me make sure that I'm not matching it to the wrong person. I'm checking in with him too, and he is just continuing to smile with his arms out. It looks like he has a pair of like not jeans, pants on, Andrea, and he has a belt, but he's a larger man. He's got a big smile on his face, his arms out like a big bear hug. Your dad is Michael? Okay. So okay, so probably when I said Michael, then that's who came in. So Andrea, let's go with this since it went back. Hi, Devin, Katie Ball, welcome back. Hi, Natasha. So Andrea, let's go back on this. He's like really, really excited. This energy is really, really excited to see you. And I just see like it would just be like a big bear hug, it feels like. And he's really joyful and excited. And I'm asking him why. I mean, they're always happy to see you guys, but I'm asking him why such joy. Like he's like so overly joyed and excited to be here right now. So was there something that you guys wanted to do together before he passed away, Andrea? Because he's been very like excited to connect with you. A lot of times spirits are like because of how they think you feel. Um about yeah, belt on trousers. Okay, because he's emphasizing the belt. That's just, guys, this is just so that I'm matching them to the right person. They'll give me these details because I don't want to just match a spirit up to any person, right? I want it to make sure it's the exact spirit we're looking for. Okay, and then so he's really joyful because he just keeps saying reunion, reunion. Like he's really been looking forward to this reunion. And even though souls are at peace when they go to the other side, Andrea, because they understand everything and they've got the bigger picture of things, there's still something about his energy that he was really anxious and excited to reconnect from the other side, to make that reconnection to you. And it's almost like he feels as though I'm being very careful about my words because spirit is always, because of what they see and understand, we are the ones that are not at peace with their passing. Okay. They always have this greater understanding. So they don't have that issue like we do. However, in his case, he feels as like he says there's still so many things he wants to do with you, which I guess you guys will do on the other side. When you get back home to the other side, you guys will be doing things together, right? So your dad was thin. Okay, and we'll get back to him, okay? I'm not forgetting about you. Hi, Aisha. Hi, Deborah. So, hi, Carol. I'm scrolling back down to see if Andrea wrote anything. Yes, we were close always. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's just complete, like, absolute reverence and unconditional love for you, Andrea. And I mean, there's like almost like a childlike excitement. And before I even saw his smile and his arms out, I heard this just absolutely wonderful, joyful laugh. And he wants you to know that that joy is still there. And actually, he says that you carry that joy within you too. That you carry that laughter and that joy and that contagious fun and laughter within you that you have in your capacity to touch people in the world as well. And he wants you to totally like, he's like, that's a part of you that I gave you. And every time you share that joy, he's like, I'm there with you. He's like, I'm coming through you. I'm not just like coming through you because you're my daughter. I'm coming through you literally. Like my energy is there laughing joyfully with you. Okay, Andrea? Um, let's see. He's showing me like, I don't know if you guys used to take lots of little trips or day trips or like go to things, but he's showing me you guys like active and traveling, like doing things together, like going to fun things. So I don't know if it was like festivals or shows or fairs or vacations, but he's showing me just lots of fun and good times and joy. And he's like, you know what? I'm still there with you, right there, having joy with you, making joy with you. And he's like, he said that there were a lot of things that I've been having a side conversation with him, asking him what he meant Sorry if I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at what he's telling me and showing me, okay? He said, I said, since you're at peace once you cross over, why is it you're giving me the impression that it seems to be there was more you wanted to do still with her? And he's saying, because I did. He's like, when I left this world, I didn't want to go. He's like, there were still so many fun things. And he said, I saw there were so many. He said, I saw the potential while I was still here in this world for so many things that I still wanted to do with you. He's like, there were so many things I wanted to show you. I wanted to see you experience. I wanted to share with you. Okay. And he's like, I was really resistant to that when I left. I don't know if he shared that with you, Andrea, or not. But that's what he's telling me right now. And I have such big chills. And his energy has just completely enveloped you. Like when I said he was walking towards me like this with a big smile on his face, I mean, like you had just gotten off an airplane and he hadn't seen you in 3 years. That's how joyful this was. He's just been so excited to be able to share this with you and connect with you. But he wants you know what? It's okay now because I'm not missing a thing. This is the translation I'm getting from him. He's like, I'm not missing anything because I see you still able to live out that joy. And he's like, I didn't realize I'd be able to watch you and see you continue to have adventures and discoveries. And that's what he wanted to really be there for. So he says, I'm sorry I'm not there to do it with you in person. But he's like, I'm there. Now, do you have a child or children, Andrea? Because he's showing me you being able to share. He's always hugged me, bless him. Yeah, very affectionate. He's showing me that even though he's not being able to there to experience it with you, that he is able to, that you are going to be able to pass on and share and witness that joy the same way he would have shared and witnessed that joy with you. That you're able to, he sees you experiencing that and sharing that with your children. Okay. So I'm looking down to see, because he's showing me energies, younger energies that I see as youthful child energies. Let's see. 2 children. Yes. Okay. Well, he's seeing them then. Okay. So I would have had no way of knowing that. So what he's wanting you to know is that he's right there with you, and he's seeing through your eyes and getting to experience through you as well. Those things that he still wanted to experience with you, and you're getting to experiencing them with your children. Okay. I want you to know before I leave you with him and move on to the next one. And don't worry, I didn't forget about you. Anne's dad, you can thank Anne's father, Michael, for allowing your father, Michael, to just jump through, because he just I was focusing on Anne, and your dad just ran in here, Andrea. He just literally ran through the crowd. Okay. I mean, he wasn't rude in butting through everyone. He just literally ran through the crowd. Like all the other souls just kind of stood in the back and let him run through like this. So this was really important to him. Please know that after we've had this connection, you're going to have a stronger connection to him. He said you can feel, you can smell, and you can hear him and hear his voice in your head. So you have several of your clairs working that you're going to be able to connect to him. And he also connects to your children. Okay. So please know that he's there with you. Okay. And he's going to be leaving with you. So you'll be able to connect more clearly. Okay. So Anne, I'm going to go back to you here. I'm asking just your father, blonde hair, blue eyes, Michael, to come forward first before we move on to other readings, since I tried to start with yours. Hi, Devin. Hi, Yaya. Hi, Leslie. Welcome. Hi, Nicola and Siobhan. Okay, so let's see. So I changed my voice when I say hi to you guys. Okay, so let's see here. Michael, Anne. Okay. So Anne, I feel like almost like a deep just stab to your heart. And I believe, hi Fiona. I believe that you're welcome, Andrea. I believe that Your father is there with you, Anne, and he is fine and he is joyful and he is happy. But he is showing me that there's like a really, and you can confirm this or tell me that I'm wrong, and I will find, I will go back and talk to him and see what the misunderstanding is. But the feeling I am getting is like this is like a stab to the heart. And really deep pain associated with losing your father. Um, I absolutely love his heart, his loyalty to duty, and thank you, Stacy. And there's a deep sense of loyalty connected there. And I don't think it is just coming from your father, Anne, but it's also coming from you. That there's a deep sense of loyalty that you carry, that I believe that you got from him as well. And what he's telling me, Anne, is that he wants you to lighten up a little bit. There's a goodness and a good-heartedness to you that he says is creates a real sense of seriousness. And he wants you to know that, and what he's showing me is he's showing me him squeezing your hand. A lot of times when spirit comes through and they show me that they've passed, they show me images of their loved ones that are remaining here, squeezing their hands, either while they were sick or before they passed or during their passing. What he's showing me is him actually reaching out and holding your hand. Okay, Anne? He's showing me squeezing your hand. So can you relate to that? He's showing me that he's trying to get your attention by kind of holding your hand like it would be like this way within the thumb, like this way, and really holding your hand and squeezing it and saying he wants you to just lighten up, know that he's okay, and don't worry so much. Don't be so serious. He wants you to have some more fun. And he wants you to know that he's actually having fun. He's showing me he is on the other side. He is having fun. He's actually showing me that he has a special group of friends up there in spirit that he spends a lot of time with, and they do a lot of laughing and um a lot of fun work together. I don't know, there's a lot of humor going on here. But he's also showing me that he does a lot of designing. So I don't know if he designed here in the physical world, Anne, but he's showing me pen and paper and pencils. And he's showing me like lines and drawings that he was making, not like art drawings, but like designs. So he's showing me that he's also doing that in the non-physical world. And he's a part of designing and orchestrating beautiful structures and energetic designs on the other side. So he wants you to know that he's happy and he's joyful and he's fulfilled. And he wants you to know that nothing was left untouched. Those are his words. So no matter what you may think or feel, and I don't see you on here now anymore. I don't know where I'm scrolling up and down to make sure this is making sense to you. But what he wants you to know is that nothing has been left untouched, and that he's right there. He's with you. He can hear your thoughts and concerns. He can hear you when you worry, and he wants you to just relax and enjoy the time that you're here, because he says it's such a short time that you're here. And one of the things that he wants you to do while you're here is be able to let go and enjoy. Know that he loves you unconditionally, and know that he is so, so proud of you. And know that there's nothing else he would be asking you to do right now other than to enjoy life a little bit more and be a little bit more lighthearted. Okay? So I hope this helps, Anne. Please know that you have a stronger connection with him, okay? Now that we've had this reading. And he says, spend a little time out in the sunshine, and it's going to be easier for you to connect with him there when you start over, okay? Meaning when you move forward in your healing process, you're going to be able to connect more with him now. Okay. All right. I'm going to scroll up here a little bit. Hold on a moment. John, just scroll up here. There's so many of you guys I want to get to. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's see. Who is it that had the well, I'm getting a couple things coming in. I'm getting a really tight sensation, guys, in my throat. And I'm also getting the young gentleman who said they had the 15-year-old son. I'm looking up here. Scrolled up, I didn't see it here. Let's see. Who had the 15-year-old son? Oh, there we go. Natasha, thank you. Okay. Let's see here. Give me just a moment. He's right there. His energy's right there. He's like, "Hey, mom. Hey, mom. I'm good. I'm okay." He says, "You're not so good. You're not so good." That's what he says. He says, "Hey, mom. I'm right here and I'm okay." But he says, "You're not so good." Um, this is what he keeps saying to me. I am Does he have, Natasha, did he have a younger sibling? Do you have a younger child? He's showing me a younger energy, and he's showing me your energy just completely plummeted, and you just feel completely defeated. That's what he's showing me. And he needs you to find the I'm getting such chills here. This is making me tear up, and I hope if you can feel the chills, Natasha, please know that that is him, his energy in your energy, okay? In your energy field. He says you feel completely defeated and like you were a total failure as a mom. And I'm tuning in. I'm taking pauses here because I'm translating countless frequencies, guys, and what he's trying to give me the exact words and messages that he wants you to hear. So I'm trying to be very accurate in interpreting what he's sharing. He's letting me feel all of your probably not all of it. He's letting me feel your sorrow and your regret, and that you just want to be able to go back and do things again because you think you could change things. He's showing me so yeah, he's showing me this younger energy, this younger sibling, it looks like. Yes, okay. And he wants you to know that, you're going to get through this. He's like, "Mom, I want to make sure I get this right, guys, so I'm pausing here because I'm chatting with him while I'm talking to you." He's like, "Mom, just because things didn't go the way we thought they would, life isn't going as planned. It doesn't mean you're a failure." Do you get that, Natasha? Just because it's not going the way it could have, he wants you to know that doesn't mean you're a failure. You are every bit as great of a mom. You are every bit as strong and beautiful and good-hearted as ever. And he wants you to know that everyone has their own path and their own choices. You are here as a guardian for his soul during the time he was here. It doesn't mean it's your fault that he's not. Okay? And he's telling me she's not going to believe me, and she's not going to believe you. He wants you to go deeper inside, and he wants you to find meaning and make meaning and give purpose to his passing. Because he's like, "Mom, I'm right here just like just like I always was." He's like, "I haven't gone anywhere. I'm right here." He says he's been knocking on things. He says that let me know if you don't resonate with some of these. I want you guys to um I want you I want you, Natasha, to take what he's going to share with me right now and take this with you and start tuning into the subtleties, because he's trying to show me some ways that trying to get through to you. Okay. Um, he says that he pulls and tugs on your hair. He pulls and tugs on your clothing. He says that he rolls things out like like out on the floor, like things that would stop you in your tracks. He says, "Mom, I'm literally trying to stop you in your tracks so you know I'm there and I'm okay." He goes, "Because the first thing you need to know is I'm okay. The second thing you need to know is that it wasn't your fault. And no matter how many times you replay things in your head, there's nothing you could have done. It was my time, and it was my time from my soul's free will." He said, "Your soul knew this before we came into this life. You just don't remember it now. And you're not supposed to, Natasha. You're not supposed to remember it now." But he is trying everything he can to get your attention. Every little thing that would be out of the ordinary, right? He says, if he pulls your hair, you're bound to feel it. If you have to stop and not trip over something, it's bound to stop and get your attention. And he says he's right there trying to say, "Mom, I'm here." Because he says there's no message more important than the two messages he's sharing with you today. One, it wasn't your fault. And two, he's there and there's nothing you could have done. I guess that's three, but he showed me two. Okay. Um, he's also showing me a tie. I don't know if he had a tie. There was a tie that you taught him to put on when he was younger, or he's showing me a tie. It looks like it's blue and black. If things don't resonate with you, that's fine right now. This is out of space and time. When you get off of here, go check for these things. You'll see validation for it. I've never found spirit to be wrong, but it looks like a blue and black tie. And I'm also seeing horizontal stripes. So I don't know if that's two different ties or if it's the same one, but he's showing me some things of his. He's also showing me a bike or like a bicycle, I guess, like a two-wheel bicycle. I don't know what relevance that has. He's just showing me objects right now. Okay. Hi, Suzanne from Ireland. I'm asking for what else he's showing me here. He's showing me something that looks like a gold chain. So my first impression is it looks sort of like a necklace, but it could have been like a keychain. But it's gold. It looks like it's like a chain, but it's not like a teeny tiny chain. I'm asking if there's anything else. Did you write something or try to speak for him or stand up or he's showing me you standing, trying to speak of him to others in front of people and trying your hardest not to break down. And he wants you to know, "Mom, you are so strong and it's not weak to cry and it's okay. And I love you more than anything." And he's like, "I go behind you and I wrap my arms around your shoulders and I hang on you like this, like a person would, like this. I lean on your back and your shoulders and I wrap my arms around you and I clasp my other wrist with my hands." And he said, "Mom, I do that all the time. I do that to you all the time." And he goes, "I'm right there. I love you." And he's like, "I'm going to be looking out for you guys now." And so Natasha, I hope that this helped. I always ask them to at least give me 3 forms of validation that it's really them. and I hope that I did that for you today. Please know that as I leave you with him, he is right there with you. He is right there with your family. And what he's showing me, I always ask them to please share with me how they can connect with you better, because as we leave this reading, he's going to be connecting, you're going to be able, he can already connect with you. You're going to be able to connect with him better now. Okay, pick up on him better. So please be aware, he comes to you in the astral plane when you're dreaming. He comes to you when you're falling asleep because you're too tired to sleep and you're upset. And also, he says that you're going to be more aware now of these things that he's putting in your path to try to get your attention, these joyful and kid-like things. But he also said you're going to be able to feel him more now. So you'll be able to hear him, feel him, and recognize the signs. Okay, I hope that that helped. I'm going to leave you with your son now, Natasha. Thank you for letting me read for you. That is such an honor. Hold on here, I'm drawing it right up here. Carol Roberts, please let me know, yes or no. I see two mother-like figures here for you, Carol. So please let me know if that resonates with you. One definitely to me, you're welcome, Natasha. Carol, one looks and feels to me very much such a nurturing um, maternal figure. And I believe this to be it. She looks like the older woman, and I believe this to be your grandmother. I She just has the sweetest smile I've ever seen. A sweet, like round face. And she's drawing attention to her hands, and there's a huge hawk that has just flown over the pasture as I'm saying this. And this is a reminder to me. She says that they come to you in birds. Um, she said she's very quick-witted, and that would be your Nana. Okay, she said she was very quick-witted, and she had a very quick-witted, funny sense of humor. She said she could cut somebody down real quick. Like if somebody said something funny or they were wrong, she'd make like a real funny, quick, smart comment, and she had really quick comebacks. You've seen birds lately. Okay, well that's definitely a sign. I just had a huge bird fly over my head. It's a hawk. Um, it doesn't mean there are going to be hawks for you there though. Um, she's showing me that she sends songbirds and things your way. Okay, so mockingbirds, robins, songbirds. All right. She's showing me she was always very vigilant. She could get a lot done. She was just very maternal. She loved to take care of her family. She loved to get a lot done. She had a huge sense of achievement and accomplishment that was very, very important to her, and a really strong sense of ethics. And she says that you remind her of that in a lot of ways. She said she says you're not quite as good and efficient as getting as much done as efficiently as she was. But she says you sure do try, and that's worth a whole heck of a lot more than what she was ever able to accomplish. She just says that was just one of her gifts. Hi, Kaz, welcome. Hi, Michelle. She just says that she was just really good at that, but a lot of that was the time in which she was brought up. Okay. Yes, you stay with your Nana a lot in the school holidays. Yeah. Well, she loved that. That was some of her most treasured times. Um, she's showing me that she used to try to show you how to do things, that she was just kind of busy in all areas of the house and in all areas of life. And she tried to teach that to you. And that one of the things that you taught her, Carol, she wants you to know, is that it wasn't all about getting things done. You taught her even more than her own children. You taught her and showed her that it was actually more important to be present with you and to spend the time with you than to get it done right. And she said that's why with you she did things a little differently. She said, instead of just showing you how to get it done quick and helping you get it done and learn what she wanted to teach you, she said, you taught her to just slow down and enjoy the moment because it was going to go by so fast. Okay. She loves you very much. Now, um, She shows me something special that you guys used to make. It looks like it was some sort of candy or something that had to be made very specially that involved like different temperatures and things like that. That very specific things. And she had like this everything organized, recipe books, her closets were always organized, her towels were always cleaned. And that's just all validation that she's there. Okay. Now I also see another figure, Carol, who is um, not young, but is younger than her. It's looking like a motherly figure. Did your mother pass away, or would this be like an aunt? She was very organized. Yes, absolutely. But this is a figure that looked over you, um, and cared for you, but would be like your next generation, age wise, like a generation above you. And she's wearing like it looks like a maybe an ankle length or above ankle length dress. She's coming in that way. Um, and she has a very sweet and soothing voice. She's not quite as get things done, like goal oriented as your nana. She was efficient, she had a beautiful organized home and did all sorts of wonderful things, but she was a little more carefree, a little more laid back about it. And I have a feeling that, some of that was because she'd already discovered there were other things she wanted to focus on and prioritize in life. Um, she's there and she's also showing me flowers. Like she keeps showing me bouquets of flowers. They look more like a lot of them look like I'm seeing like purple flowers, little flowers that are like baby breath size. Um, and she just keeps holding them out to me. It's like she keeps bending over and picking up and handing me more flowers, um, which is really cool. So, let's see. Yes, I can see your name, Michelle. Um, and she just keeps showing me these flowers. And now, did you used to bring her flowers or do something for her? Purple was her favorite color. Okay. Well, this is a bright, brilliant purple, and she just keeps handing me these little, what look like little purple flowers. But there's also other flowers and greens mixed in, like they're lovely bouquets. She also wants to thank you. She's not showing me exactly what you did, but she wants to thank you for everything you did for her. And it looks like I'm asking her, like, how far back? And it looks like around and before her passing, as she was getting older. And also, she just said you just started helping her out. You did her so many favors. And she said that there were lots of little things that she did or she messed up. Oh, okay. You bought her flowers every now and then. That's what she's saying. She always brought me flowers. She always brought me flowers. So you brought her flowers every now and then, that's lovely. But what she's showing me is that you did so many little things for her, and she also said that you gave her a lot of grace, Carol, and she wants to thank you for the grace. In other words, she said there were lots of little things that she didn't get up or she messed up or she couldn't do as well as she used to do, but she said you never made her feel bad for that. You always gave her grace, you always laughed it off, you always would fix it and not tell her or let her know. You were very classy about it and very dignified about it, and she wants to thank you for that so much. So Carol, I'm asking them, if there's anything in particular they want me to send you off with. So I'm trying to make sure I stay efficient because there's so many people on here. Um, and if there's any ways that they want you to know in particular that they try to get through to you. So the birds, yes. The flowers and bouquets, yes. Yes, I cared for my mom until sadly, that I had to put into a care in the end because she wasn't sleeping for me. Yeah, that's okay. She says, you know what? She says she wasn't going to sleep well anyway. She said she didn't need her sleep really anymore because she was on her way out. She said she was preparing to go. And she said actually there were a lot of loved ones and ancestors, souls and spirits and angels surrounding her. And she said they would often share with her the wonderful things you were trying to do to help her and your concerns for her as well. And she didn't want you to be concerned for her. So she said you're feeling guilty about having to put her into care. Yeah, she says, don't feel guilty. She said, you did what you needed to do at the time. And she said she was already beginning to energetically transition cognitively. Her focus was already shifting. And that's one of the reasons why she wasn't sleeping well. And she said, that's okay. She said she was started to be between worlds and you weren't. You were still very much here with a lot of life left to live. Okay. She's a really good communicator. Like these women are really wonderful communicators. So they want you not to worry. Everything you did was fine. And they love you so much. They're watching over you. They're proud of you. They said you caused them so many joyful laughs and giggles. Here's what they're doing. They're singing, they're dancing, they're frolicking, they're shopping, they're picking flowers, they're gardening, they're baking in heaven. They're doing all the things they loved, okay? So don't worry about them, please, Carol. Um they show you signs such as animals and flowers. They also want you to know that they speak to you a lot. And so when you think you're hearing them, especially their laughter and their fun, gentle comments and your mother's lovely, gentle voice, they want you to know it's really them. Okay. It's your entire birth family's in heaven. Well, that's who they're there with. Okay. And when your mom was going through her transition, which, for months she was interacting with her loved ones on the other side and her angels and her guides, okay? Excuse me. Please know that she was never alone. She was never alone in her care facility, okay? They were always there with her and they helped her transition. And when it's your time, they're going to all be there to greet you too, okay? So, I'm going to leave you with them. Please know to trust. They just want you to know, please trust that it's really us. Please know and trust that it's really us. And we're loving you and we're there with you. Okay. I'm going to send them off with you now, Carol. Thank you for letting me read for you. Your mom and grand were lovely and they guided me to you as I was scrolling up and down. They just stepped forward. And so that's why I took them when you asked who was there for you. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you, Carol. Let's see here. Hold on. I'm being asked to scroll up here. Um, okay. Yes, Fiona, birds are so spiritual. Okay, Kaz, let's see. You want to connect with your daughter. Let's see. She was, let's see. She was an adult when she passed. Is that correct? I want to check with this because so when souls pass, if they're children, they often come to us as children, but they're not really, right? They're actually they're full-fledged souls, guys. But they'll often come to us as childlike energy. But your daughter, Kaz, I want to make sure it really is your daughter, so we're going to verify that first. Your daughter's actually coming to me as a young woman, not as a child. Let's see. And then let's see what else here. Hi Kim Wither, welcome. Thank you. You can thank Spirit for that. She was 16. Okay. Yeah, I'm seeing her as a young woman. Wow, we've got a lot of young people here today, don't we? Oh, I've got such chills. So she's actually Kaz, she wants me to ask you to take a moment and just close your eyes for a moment and just let everything go and relax because she's like, Mom, I'm right in front of you. Like she's right there in front of you. I often have souls come in on the side or up behind or hold a hand or sometimes they'll go like this in front, but right now she's just walked right up to you in front of you. Okay? Um I want to make sure this is the right energy coming in because I have a lot of souls right now trying to show me how they pass, and I'm trying to ask them to stand back. So I'm trying to clear this up. I want to make sure I'm matching her passing to the right energy here. Um, she's showing me that she had some ongoing issues. Do you relate to this, Kaz? She said she has some ongoing issues, and she says that, that's okay, Anne. Go back and listen to the replay. Let me know. Um, hmm. She's got a really lovely, beautiful, powerful feminine energy. And she's saying, we, not I, Kaz, thank you. Good, you could feel her. She says, I struggled for a while, what seemed like a long time. And she said the struggle was real and it was us. So she says you were right there struggling right along with her. She's showing me that she was going in and out of places. So in and out of places, let me know if this relates to you, but in and out of places that were trying to help her. Um, so it was like in the image that I'm getting is like, I don't know if she was staying there, but it was like she was going in and then coming home and then going in and then coming home. And she's showing me this process. And she's like, I really was fighting for my life. And she's showing me like mental, emotional, and physical struggle. Hold on a moment. I'm trying to let her communicate what she was picking up from you. She said you kept a lot. You are and were so strong. And she says that you were, um she keeps saying sacrificing. So she's saying you, yes, yes, but mental health, yes. She's showing me in and out. Did you have her in and out of places, like in and out of therapy or in and out of hospital? Because she's showing me I was in and out and in and out and home and away and home and away. And she says that you sacrificed a lot. And I was asking her in side conversation, in what way does she mean? And she says that you kept a lot that you buried down, and your needs and your fears and your worries and your struggles, you kept to yourself, because she said she was so fragile in this world. And you knew that. And so a lot of the things that you in and out of the hospital, okay. Thank you for the confirmation, because that's what she's showing me. I want to make sure all the right stuff is coming in for all the right people. And she's showing me that she was so fragile, not her soul. She said, I'm strong, Mom. She said, I'm strong and I'm wise and I'm free and I'm okay now. But she said, as a person, she said, I was very, very fragile. And she said, you really would downplay a lot of things and be very strong and keep things to yourself to give her strength so that you could be her rock. She said, you were. She saw you as strong. And she said, you were brave and you were strong. And she wants you to know that she takes full and complete responsibility for her choices and her actions. And she said, Mom, there were just things I couldn't help. As a person, there were just things I couldn't help. And she also said that there were some things that she said to you that she only said because she was desperate. And she's telling me she's so, so sorry. She's showing me right now, she came up to the front of you because she wanted to hold both of your hands. So please know that she's standing there right now holding both of your hands. Her hands are over top of your fingers and she's squeezing them. And I want you to take a moment and feel that. I can see that. I can feel that, Kaz. I have so many chills from that. And she's wanting to look you in the eye and say, Mom, you couldn't have done anything. And you did everything you could. Please remember those words. She's putting it to me in that way so you can remember. You couldn't have done anything and you did everything you could. Okay? And she knows that. All right? And she said you gave everything you had, and she wants you to replenish yourself, because she said you're still giving. You're still giving so much of what you have, and yet her human self isn't here. So she said, Mom, you don't have to give to me like that anymore. Now I can give back to you. Okay? So please know this. Please know that all is forgiven. Please know that nothing here was your fault, and there's nothing you could have done. Okay? She also wants you to know that she is, because she's free of what weighed her down, she's happy, she's healthy, she's joyful, she's carefree, and she's empowered again. Okay? If she could do everything over again, would she make different choices? Probably. If she was here in human form, she says no. But now in spirit, she sees where the mistakes are. Okay? So Kaz, I'm asking her because I know I only have a couple minutes left, and I want to see if there's anybody else here that Spirit's going to guide me to before I have to get off. So Kaz, here are your messages, okay? Number 1, she is coming to you in the astral plane, both when you're half asleep, when you're dozing off, when you are kind of just deep in thought, and when you're sleeping, okay? And she's trying to get through to you because she wants you to know from the inside she's there and she's spending time with you, okay? The other thing is that she wants to remind you that she's right there, and she just wants you to know she's there and she's okay. So do not worry about where she went or what happened to her. She's good. She's good. Okay? And she wants you to take your energy and recollect and recenter. And she wants you to do something great with that energy that brings you joy, that you love. Okay? Really focus on what she's sharing me right now. I'm really getting lost in what she's sharing with me. Your daughter has an absolutely beautiful, brilliant soul. And here's the last thing she wants to share with you, okay? 1, she said you can feel her in your dreams. You'll be able to see her, and that she speaks to you through your thought. Okay, so I always ask Spirit to please share that with me. Okay, because you'll be able to connect with her more on a conversation basis. Write to her, Kaz. Write to her. Journal to her. And eventually her answers will come back on paper, okay? And then the last thing she wants to share with you is she has a job. She's like, Mom, I got a job. I got a job. I have a purpose. She's actually working and learning. I didn't know they did this. I always learn from Spirit. She's actually working and learning with angels who are working with other young people to help those who are struggling with mental and emotional issues here in this world. Okay? I think that's absolutely beautiful. I have never had a spirit tell me that before, that they're working with the angels. She's learning from the angels how to help and guide and comfort souls in this world to make better choices who are suffering. Okay? So please know, and I will send her and her love with you. Okay? I only have about a minute or 2 left. And so I can't get into a whole deep reading, guys, another deep reading, but I will leave you all with this. And I'm sorry I wasn't faster and more efficient today, but the messages that came through were beautiful. I want you guys to know I love you all and I thank you all for being here. Don't forget, Spirit decides who we read from. So if you pop on here throughout the week, Spirit will guide you to just the right reader at the right time. You can always find me on my Facebook page. That would be lovely. I will be back here next Tuesday. And just please know that your loved ones are there with you. They're just waiting for their turn and their right opportunity to come through. And they are trying to get through to you personally, okay? Veronica, thank you so much for this opportunity. Sending all your love and loved ones with you all, and I'll see you next week, okay? Bye, everyone. Good night.